Asta lives in a world where magic encompasses everything. Whether it be washing the dishes, collecting firewood, or battling strange enemy mages, magic is the driving force in the world. Asta himself is a fairly typical shonen character. He starts at the bottom, but dreams of bigger things. He wants to become the Wizard King and make sure that the love of his life is happy. He wants to show the world that even someone like him can reach for the stars and succeed. He has set himself a lofty goal and will stop at nothing to achieve it. He trains day in and day out to an obsessive degree, honing his skills and his body to become the best that he can be. There is, however, one giant character flaw. It isn't his hyperactive resolve. It isn't his unrequited love for a nun 3 times his age. It isn't even the fact that he has no magical ability whatsoever. No. It's his bloody screaming. All he does is scream. In surprise, in anger, in battle. He even screams in the middle of an otherwise normal conversation. Just stop bloody screaming! It's one of many weaknesses in an otherwise likeable character, but it's by far the worst of all. Perhaps if he channeled the energy from his screaming into his body, he might actually be able to use magic. What makes it worse still is that only 1 or 2 characters seem to tell him to stop shouting. Everyone else just treats it as if it's normal to scream in the middle of the street. We can only hope that he'll tone down the screaming soon. But let's face it, at this point the only way he's going to redeem himself now is if his screaming gives him a new transformation. I've noticed a lot of people dropping the series based purely on how annoying Asta is, but once you get past the excruciatingly awful screaming, you get to see other parts of him. In the first few episodes, we see him as a weak, powerless character, but as the series progresses, he gains more confidence in his abilities. He still has no magic, but with the use of his OP Deus Ex Machina sword, he'll cut, bat and block magic all the way up to the top. I didn't like Naruto's character much in the beginning, but by the time the series had ended, I'd grown to like him. Hopefully the same will happen with Asta, but I ask you, please, please, just make him stop screaming.